Okay, Chuck. Just a quick little video recap from your first lesson, mate. Just going over the things that we talked about. Just give you the kind of the roundup of what we spoke about. So, the shape of your swing. I mean, the best way to think about it is we want the club going up and down between those red lines, right? In the slot, right? So you can see you take it away, and it's very much underneath with a very, very open club face. Maybe do that in green there. You can see how open that club face is. So you go back, and your backswing, it's very low and flat. And then as you come down, very much over the top. And again, still very, very open club face, right? And that makes a lot of sense considering, when you caught some shots, the shape of it is just a little fade, right? Going that way, always going that way. But what I was observing was that when you did catch some, the shot shape was a fade, and that's coming from twofold. Number one, the club coming across the ball this way, right, out to in, with a very open club face to that path, right. And the other one, the other, if you can call it a ball flight, kind of shot shape, was a miss hit, right? A thin shot and a fat shot. So we need to understand where those miss hits come from as well. So the miss hit basically comes from, you can see how low to the ground there the club head is, look, right? And that's because when we come down to impact, our hips aren't forward enough and our hands aren't forward enough, right? So, at impact, we want our hips over our forward foot, right? And you can see how you just stay and you kind of turn and twist, staying on your back foot, staying on this foot. If anything, this left foot is coming off the ground, look. Right. So let's give you an example, good example from face on. Just to show you. Right, so he's got a little red line next to his left pocket and his right pocket. And as we come through and hit the shot, you want the hips, the weight to be over your left foot. Right, so you can see how his belt buckle's moving over his left foot. As he starts down, his belt buckle's moving more and more and more forward. Right, so you see his belt buckle now pretty much over his forward foot. And then, so he's already balancing on his forward foot, that's what I'm saying. Already balancing on the forward foot, and then at impact, and then he finishes balancing on that forward foot. Now you can see how much space he's moved forward with his right pocket, right? He's covered all that box there from where he originally started from. He's moving forward, even more forward. So you've got to get used to hitting the ball on your left leg and balancing on the left leg to finish. Okay, so that's how we change. That's how we change our low point. That's how we instantly go to start hitting the ball better. Okay, so you can see there you're just staying on that back foot. All right. However, what we did a little bit of that, but what we mainly changed was your movement. Find your video 1 second. What we mainly changed was your backswing, right? So what we said was Right, well, your shot pattern is a fade and a lot of fat and thin shots. So we've got to change the low point, and we've got to change the path, and we've got to change we're going to change really the structure of your backswing. So I made it really, really simple, and all I said was, well, the reason why your golf club is going very underneath the top red line and then coming down over the top of the top red line is because as you go back, and you can see how that club is very underneath it there, your left shoulder is too flat, right? So I gave you a drill. I said, right, well, show me a backswing where your left shoulder is moving down. There you go. There you go. And there's your shoulder playing, right? And then you get, because your shoulder's in a better position, now I'm just getting you holding a stick there. But you can see as you come down now, if you were swinging a club, right, look where your hands and your arms come down. Look where that stick's coming down now. Right? You look at where that stick's coming down now. This would be your movement into the ball. See how that stick's kind of just slightly underneath your right shoulder. Whereas your old backswing with your left shoulder so high and not low enough, then you come over the top. So you see how your club is kind of coming through just above your right shoulder, if not through your neck there. Right? So that's huge. Right? So one key thought on the backswing, left shoulder down. And another way we did it, just so you understood it, was we said, right, we'll get the stick across your shoulders. Now show me a backswing with your left shoulder moving down. There you go. That's what we want, mate. That's exactly what we want. Right? Another way of doing it would be if I drew a line from your right hip to your right shoulder and then drew another line perpendicular to it to make that T shape, right? Well, that's the angle I'm expecting you to turn your shoulders on. Boom. You nailed that, look. Nailed it. Now if we do the same over here, so there's your setup. Draw a line from your right hip to your right shoulder. Draw a line perpendicular to it to make that T. I'm expecting your shoulders to move on that line. But they haven't moved on that line. They've moved on that line, the red line. Right? And that's why your backswing's so low and flat, and then you have to come over the top of it to make any kind of pass at the ball, right? So that's really good. That's really good, Chuck. I mean, you instantly got that. That was really good. So when you come back and you have some more sessions, these are the things that we're going to be working on: building you much better structure, making sure you understand it. And then most of all, once you understand the backswing, then we've got to get you used to hitting the ball being on your left leg. So you can see how he's just balancing on his left leg there. So we've got to get used to hitting the ball, balancing on our left leg, and finishing balancing on our left leg. Hitting the ball on our left leg, finishing on our left leg, right? Hitting the ball on the left leg, finishing on the left leg. And we're just going to get used to that. We're going to drum it in, lots of reps, and get used to doing that sort of stuff. All right, mate? So if you have any questions, don't forget anything, by all means, just give me a call or shoot me an email or something like that. Okay? Thanks, Chuck.